The arena changes seem to be coming in next week. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's just been announced that arena AI and reward updates are coming to the game. Everyone rejoice, we all have a little dance because it comes into a very crucial point. A lot of players are interested with grinding arena, mainly to gather units for things like Cyber Weekend, which is 1 and a bit months away. It could be a case you could say, like, look, you know, is it going to fall in the last week of November? Is it going to be, say, dropping on that weekend that kind of goes over to December? Whatever it is, the fact is it's coming at some point, even though it's a weird thing. Kabam stretches to a weekend in order to gather, I know, good opportunity for people to spend their money, and as well good opportunity to spend your units. It's not just about spending, it's all about the free-to-play as well. But here's the thing, rewards updates. Links are in the description of how to go and check this out, but we're just going to be deep diving this and having a look at it in a little bit of a detail. So the main thing is that this was something that was promised as part of the dev diaries all that time ago in the contest evolved. And rewards update, first and foremost, we've doubled the number of available 5-star featured, 150 to 300, which is so important for a lot of players. It means that cutoffs go lower than expected, which is amazing because I think a lot of us, like, I haven't done a competitive arena grind in well over a year, especially from the point of going, look, is it actually worth it at this given time? No. So putting it now to a point where it's not going to be 90 mil for Apocalypse, you know, stuff like this would have been like, well, right, what about 70 mil maybe? It just cuts off that 20 mil kind of threshold. Maybe even the case that you'll be able to get champions from a lower amount of cutoffs. And I am hopeful, cheers to that we could see a greater reduction, and, you know, we could even see lows of about 50 or 60 mil if it is one of those god tier champions that players want to pick up. But that's something for a future thing. But as well, that will mean some big things, big changes, but also some good stuff for the end of year. If you remember what happens at the end of the year when they do those 2015, 2016, 17, 18, 19, and 2020 crystals, those special crystals that give you a guaranteed 5-star, and as well will give you that opportunity to get a new champion or kind of have a bit of fun with it. Those things at the end of the year are quite nice, and also there's low cutoffs. So it's going to mean with adding 300 to rank, that's going to be great. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, well, I've put in the link in the description to a Lord Shadow video, which is a good example. I couldn't find my video on it, but it was back last year when they introduced these special kind of crystals that look a little bit like this, where it's like a certain yearage, and then you get a crystal as a result, and then you just spin it, and it could be one of the year. There's going to be a 2021 this year. That's just the example there. But as well, back to the main source of this, there is improved things when it comes to rank. A lot of the times with what you put for cutoffs, you're not getting the stuff. A lot of players look to grab the high amount of the 1,000 5-star shards, and as well the little bit of 6-star shards. Now that rank is improved, and with that 150 to 300, it does eliminate the purpose of you being able to get up to, say, before when it was like 12 mil and you used to get like the cutoff and you get a good amount of 5-star shards. Now they've introduced this kind of new thing of top 1 to 5% where you receive 5,000 5-star shards and 300 6-star shards. Incredibly impressive to see that added in. That is another crucial thing, is adding depth to what you can pick up, and as well not feel punished about not factoring into getting at least the top 300, which is the new thing. Now as well, it seems to be the 3-star featured. Now this is something that I would have loved to have seen with the 4-star basic and a 5-star basic being added in, which is annoying. It's annoying, really. I would have loved to seen in game a 5-star basic arena, with the milestone being that a certain cutoff you're able to pick up guaranteed the basic champion that you're trying to get. The basic 4-star, sorry, that you're trying to get at, let's say, 2 mil, which at the end of the day, most of the time, the 4-star basic is going for that. But they're doing that with the 3-star featured, saying that the 3-star featured is in Milestones. There's no better feeling than getting to play with a brand new champion. To ensure summoners that want to can, we're adding the 3-star featured to the final milestone of all featured hero arena. That's the 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star featured hero arenas, not the 4-star basic arena, which is nice. But as I said, like, I have my kind of things about where I thought there would be more value. But here's the thing, it's good if you want to get the champion very quickly and train yourself with it, especially if you're like, okay, so you're doing the 5-star featured, you're not going to get the champion, but at the same time, if you're like, okay, I'd love to have the champion to test about with and don't want to spend on Cavaliers, then there you go. There's the option. Or if you don't want to spend on Grandmasters, whatever you spend on. But it's good. It's good to see that improvement, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, yep. I don't know if it's like a good thing. It's good for those that want to go for the 3-star. That's what it's for. That's all the thing I'd say it's good for. But the crucial thing comes with the next stuff, and that is difficulty and AI changes. Enemies in the arena where you use 3, 4, 5, and 6 stars have had the enemy AI updated to be slightly more aggressive and more likely to use their specials. This will give you more openings to attack. And lead to fewer drawn-out fights where the enemy AI spends too much time blocking. Yes, because they're just... we've been doing this on stream at the moment because I'm trying to grab the units. It's so... not depressing, demoralizing, I think is a word, where the AI is just being so kind of... it's clinching. It's like... how I kind of described it is like... it's like a Floyd Mayweather fight. You're not going to see the glitz and glamour of huge punches and stuff like that. But if you want to see somebody that's clinching, boring, and as well at the end of the day is just not fun to watch, and also get involved with, we're not letting you get involved with that, then there you go. That is it. If essentially it's just boring fighting. And that's a hope that it can just be like, if it's going to be ranked up, if it's going to be more aggressive, then that's good. It does give you more practice to kind of go from one situation of AI from questing to then arena, and don't feel that it's too much of a big gap or a big jump. So there you go. It's good to see that they're going to be getting that sorted. And then it says here, additionally, we've made some changes to summoners are less likely to encounter enemies teams with more than 2 times their rating. That means you'll run into fewer death matches, but they can still happen. So that's good to kind of limit down death matches, which is becoming a huge bane for a lot of players, especially for those that do extensive grinds and like, man, I've got to rebuild up my infinite streak now as a result of this scuff right here. So that is something to get happy about. The next thing is that these changes will go live with the first new featured arena in October. Will that be Cosmic Ghost Rider or Red Goblin? You'll find out soon. Here's the thing. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I would say that it would be next week. Don't kind of like quote me on that. With a new update going in, will this be a background kind of like improvement or kind of like update with the 28.2? It wasn't on the release notes, that's one thing. But I would say that if this is meant to be the first featured arena, then have we got either a champion going in next week, which would mean that we'd schedule in with the dates to be going, okay, so 8th of October, new champion, 15th of October would be an old champion, an old featured, 22nd would be new champion, 29th would be old champion. So if that's the way that it would roll, then that would mean next week, the 8th, would be when we'd see these changes going live. But there's nothing really to kind of like say with that. Either that, it could be that the scheduling is off and we could see it on the 15th with one new champion, 22nd for a break, and then 29th with a new champion. It depends if Kabam are going to roll out at any point a 3-champion month. They've given no information to say they would run a 3-champion month. It's nothing to say that it's impossible for it to happen, especially with how things go with... We haven't seen a Kabam original this year so far, so would we see it in November? Those are going to be crucial things as well. But in any case, I've rabbited on for too much. I've given you as much info on this as I possibly can, but it's exciting news to see about the Arena AI changes, and as well, what are your thoughts on it? Are you happy to see these changes? Would you like to see more changes? Do bear in mind as well, I should be live streaming later tonight on my Twitch channel, RichTheMan Live. Sorry, it's twitch.tv/RichTheMan Live. Links are in the description, always in the description, guys. And yeah, I shall see you there if you want to come on by. I should be live streaming from 2100 hours GMT, so that's 9 PM. So at the point of this video going live, maybe it's an hour from now. But go and have a look at the links, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.